Dear students, in this video I will discuss about the role and importance of paralinguistics in oral presentation. How effectively you can use paralinguistics while making your delivery so as your audience is able to connect in the best manner, and you also can establish yourself as one of the best orators. So what is paralinguistics is very important to understand. Firstly, as you can see in the material, paralinguistic features are non-verbal cues that help to give stress to the voice. Paralinguistics is a word that is made with two words, para and linguistics. Para from parallel and linguistics is language. So whatever we are using parallel to our language in order to make our delivery complete, or in order to support our delivery, is paralinguistics. And how you will support your material, how you will support your language? By the use of elements of your voice. As you can see here, voice gives extra life to the delivery. Therefore, one may find them useful to understand the characteristic elements of voice. If you are able to understand these elements of voice, then you can any day or any time use them to the best of your advantage to become a very able speaker. In this video, we will discuss one by one all the elements of voice and paralinguistics that we can use to make our presentation best. The first element that we will discuss in this video is quality. Quality of the voice. Quality is a feature that distinguishes one voice from another. By voice quality, we mean that whether your voice is soft or harsh or rude, so every person has different voice quality. Like singers have a very soft and melodious quality of voice. Their voice quality is very clear and very good. Even with the RJs like radio jockey, you see that their voice quality is very good, and it is a very big advantage to them in terms of their non-verbal communication elements. While the quality of one's voice cannot be changed, it can be trained. So yes, definitely quality is a natural gift if you are having a good voice quality, but also you can try to change or modify or improve your voice quality by a little practice. It may be rich, soft, thin and nasal. Nasal like you're using your nose more while speaking. Husky, heavy. Thin, very fine. Harsh or irritating is very heavy or coarse voice quality. Then very few people are blessed with deep and resonant quality. By this we mean that very few people have naturally this quality that you can get trapped or connected to them. Everybody but can improve the quality of the voice and develop it to the full potential. So you can also make your voice quality better by actually modifying your voice a little, by speaking softly or by trying to speak softly when needed, or by trying to be louder when you want people to hear you, by using the other supporting elements of paralinguistics in a better way. See, when it comes to the voice, not only one element, that is quality, plays a role, but also other elements like how much is your volume, how much is the rate, how is your pitch, how much pauses you are taking, everything comes into play. So if you are lacking one particular element, then you can use the supporting elements in order to become better in terms of your voice usage or delivery while talking. The second element that we have is volume. By volume, as you can understand, is how louder or how softer you're speaking. Volume is the loudness or the softness of the voice, how much audible you are. As you know that some people, they can be heard like across the field also, and some people have very soft voice, so when you are only standing close to them, then only you can hear them, and otherwise you cannot hear them. This is because of the volume of their voice. And girls usually have soft voice and boys have louder voice, with exceptions. Voice should also project but need not always be loud. But at times when you are talking with among your friends, or things which need not to be said in a very loud tone, then you have to be a little soft. So many times a loud voice is not that much preferred. You should have the ability to be loud when needed and also to get softer when needed. If the phone one is speaking is in large and the open, the volume should be high. See, when you are at a setup where it is very much large or you are at a distance, then you have to be louder so that people can listen to you from a distance. But if the place that you are at is small, then the volume should be low, because you don't want it to sound like a noise to the people who are just sitting next to you, and because of your loud voice they feel irritated. If volume is too high, one may sound rude and insensitive. Also, if the other person is talking to you or asking something in a soft voice and you are on the other end replying in a very harsh and loud voice, then it may sound that you are not respecting the person, like disrespecting or being very insensitive and lacking courtesy. If volume is too low, it shows low confidence. Also, at times when people are not able to hear your reply or answer, then it shows that you are not sure about the answer, or at times maybe you are too nervous, and this is not very much liked in any workplace. Or you are a dull speaker even though the contents of the speech may be very interesting. So see, if you are talking to someone or you are making up your point, or you are at a presentation or a delivery, maybe your points are very good and what you are talking is also very much relevant, very much important, but you are talking so softly that the other person is not able to understand or listen even when he is trying to a word out of your presentation, then there is no use or no sense of the good content or the good material that you have. So you should try that at least your voice is that much loud that you are audible to everyone you want to listen to your speech. Similarly, a fast speaker also causes discomfort because the listeners do not get time to understand the thoughts and switch from one thought to another. See, it also happens, no, that when one person is talking to you and you are just rushing, you are not even listening to them, you are not even like pausing with one point, and you are just one after the other, then the other, then the other. People are still thinking about the first point and you have reached maybe the fourth or the fifth point. Then the audience will at first try to be at the same pace or to catch up with you, and then they will feel more disinterested. So it is best to vary the speaking pace also. So you should be louder and softer depending upon the situation and the use. One should use pauses to create the emphasis. So you can also use a very clever tool, that is pausing or stopping or being silent for a few seconds in between, so as to highlight the important points in your speech. A well-paced message is best understood because it attracts audience awareness and interest. So if you are using pauses, or if you are in your delivery louder when needed, softer when needed, then people get more attracted, interested, and they are able to concentrate more on what you are talking about. That's all in this video. Thank you.